Let's see. Right. Watch. Dropping frames. Perfect. Lovely. How many frames you're gonna drop? The game's like, how many frames you got? 40%. 39? 37? Okay. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna go out and find a new cave system. Hey Wolf, how are you? Oh, this is what we're working with. We now have over 2 full stacks of diamonds. And I'm doing pretty good. Just finished watching the football game. And we only need 1, 2, 3, 3.5 more stacks, because we need 8.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have 6. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we still need 3.5 stacks of gold blocks. It went well. How about you? Sorry. We just hung out, had some pie. How's my... Yeah, it's fine. You now have 3 pumpkin pies. Nice. Like 3 pieces of pumpkin pie, or like 3 full pumpkin pies? Full pies, okay. Wait, could I have done that with 1? Did I not need to use 3? Well. Whoops. Let's cook this. Let's put up the redstone. Torch make sure you got it. Right, I got a bunch of gravel earlier. Look at that. We have refilled the gravel coffers. Okay. What do we need? Yes, I did. Which one was which one was Oreo and which one was Misty? They both had black and white. I couldn't tell. Granted, one seemed to have more white from age, but they could have had a white underbelly. I don't know. Missy is pure black. Okay, so they're the pure black one that has gray. Okay, what do I need? I need sticks. The old looking one is Oreo. Aww. Such a baby. Such a baby. One belly up is Missy. Got it. Why the frick did I get a watering can? We don't need a watering can. One sec. That's what I think about your water can. Alright, now pretty old. distinguish, is what I think you mean to say. Okay. Got that. We're gonna need a new iron sword soon. Let's go grab some more. Iron. Got it. Distinguished, lived, wise. Be a fat cat? Nice. Why am I putting this in there? Oh. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put you up. Got a lot of arrows and food. Mikey's Thanksgiving was good. He got some food, hung out. Okay. Got that. Should probably grab some blocks. We have some blocks already. Never mind. Let's put you up. Or puppy. Is puppy eye training from Heidi work? A little bit, yeah. He's taken to slapping everyone when he wants attention, like Oreo does. Oreo occasionally slaps, but he's more of a whiner. Like if you take your hand off him, he'll start whining, but occasionally he'll be like whack whack, which apparently Mikey has learned. Mikey doesn't whine when he wants rubs, but he will whack you. It's like, excuse me, I was not done receiving the pets. Heidi's never really had great puppy dog eyes. She just stares into your soul and says, give me food. Like, it seems more like a threat than like a, aw, poor baby. The one who can get away with the 50 cents a day, oh my gosh, you've never been fed, that's Oreo. Oreo has the best puppy dog eyes, 100%. Do puppy dog eyes? Yeah, Oreo has the puppy dog eyes. Mikey has learned from Heidi, but he's learned this stare of food. No. Okay. And it's almost nighttime. Which I probably should have thought about before leaving. Eh. Oh well. Oh, there's a perfect bed here, guys. No walls. Phoenix just takes. Phoenix doesn't demand. Phoenix will just be like, oh, mine. Phoenix would be like, ooh, what's that you got there? Like, put his nose, like, right up to the table. Just trying to take it himself. Not even, like, an aggressive way, just in a, ooh, what's going on? Type deal. So Phoenix is a bit more of an in-between. He's all action. Okay. You hungry and there was food, so he noms? Yep, exactly. I don't like that sound. So many hot dogs out of your hands. Like sneakily or just like yoink? Because Oreo's pretty good about being quiet when he steals food. Phoenix is just all pots and pans jangling, like... It's a good place for an adventure, so true. The frick? Oh. Why, hello there. Hello there. Doesn't even try and then runs away. The audacity. Doesn't even try and hide it. To be honest, this doesn't seem to go very deep. I'm not sure it's worth it to go down there. I'm not sure it's worth it to go down there. Two of them were yesterday. Nice, but you're nice and full. Okay. Continuing on. Nice and asleep. True. Okay. At some point I should really go on an ocean adventure, but I'm really bad at ocean adventures because I keep dying. And then sailing directly over ocean monuments. But I do have like 5 ocean treasure maps that I haven't found the location to because I'm really bad at locating them. Like, I'll be like within, I think, like 5 blocks, and I just can't find it. Second Mikey tree. Got it. But also, we're more likely to find diamonds in caves than we are in the ocean, unless we find a sunken ship, which I love finding sunken ships. I adore finding sunken ships. With that being said, I tend to die in them a lot because I drown. Oh, speaking of ocean... Delay a bit too long. Got it. What's that? Is that gonna kill me? You're not gonna kill me. You like me, game. Right, game? Right? Right, game? Okay, this has clearly already been opened. It was opened by me. 100% that was opened by me. That wasn't me. I don't think anyone else will leave gravel behind. Definitely me. Okay, guys. There can't possibly be any bad ramifications of me leaving and going to a different island. But not even by boat. Just by swimming. Yeah, this will be fine. Keep your eye out for sunken ships. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Guys, this is fine. When has anything bad ever happened when I leave the nice, safe confines of the house? Is that a jungle biome? There's a swamp biome over there. Made it sound demanding. Everything is fine. Right now! Dolphins, help. Speed. Did that speed me up? I'll say it did. Yay, thank you. Bamboo! The menace to society. Non-native invasive pieces of crud. No bamboo at the house. No, will not happen. I forbid it. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a lot of... This is definitely a jungle-ish, like, swamp biome. But bamboo. There is no but bamboo. Bamboo is but. What's that? Mangrove roots? Since when are there mangroves? Ooh, frog! Okay, he doesn't want a melon. Okay. I don't think I've ever found a mangrove biome. Okay, I can't get that. I'm game for a bit now. Closest thing I know of is jungle and swamp. That's why I put like a mixture when I said what biome I thought it was. Okay, well, what's so special about the mangrove biome, guys? What does a mangrove biome got? What's this? It's gonna be what, like peat? Mud. Ah, that does it. Yeah, that makes sense. Weird trees. Okay, cool. It's just roots. What are you gonna do? That's pretty much it. Okay. Can I take the frogs as pets? Is that possible? And frogs. I mean, the frogs are pretty freaking cute. Stick! Yes, you can. What do I need to feed them? What is the requirement? What doth the frogs require? Breed them and they give you lamps? Certain things. Can you find that out? Would you mind looking that up? That'd be awesome, Wolf. I appreciate it. Okay. This really is just a swamp conglomeration between swamp and jungle. Interesting. Yep, because now we're getting into... Ooh, nuts. Slime ball for breeding. Okay, so I can't tame them. I have to breed it, and then that one's tamed. Okay. Mine. You can just take tadpoles. That probably means I need a, it probably needs a needed bucket. So you get a tadpole in a bucket. Like an axolotl in a bucket type deal. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, we'll find that. So we can get some frogs. Interesting. This is also a very dangerous thing to be doing because we did bring our Fortune 3 with us. To get frog lights. What does that mean? Feed them small magma cubes. Do they come in small? You mean when I pick it up and then just drop it? So just like have it in my inventory and then give it to them. Beautiful color lights. I'm so curious what this means now. But yeah, this is such a dangerous thing to be doing. With the Fortune 3. Okay. fancy fish. Yeah, it's nighttime. Ah, frick me, frick me, frick me, frick me. Give me up. I guess we'll place that, I guess. Traveling merchant? Or... magma cubes? Yeah. Oh, this means parrots. Nighttime, I need you to be over fast. Okay. I guess we'll use tough. Smallest version of the magma cubes, and the frogs will eat them. You have to somehow get them? Like, put them in my inventory. What the frick are you? Who the frick is that? What mob is that? Oh, it's one of the challenge dudes. I thought it was like a fancy squid. Well, that's much worse, actually. I prefer it be a fancy squid. Fall. No, 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 no. No, the frick you don't. On a hole. Do we just say screw it and go in the hole? I think I can put them in boats and then ride them to freedom. Hold on, buddy, we're going boating. Melon? Oh gosh. Guys, what do you think the odds are I die here? Like 10%? 20? A little bit higher. Just use normal lights. Huh. Okay. Pretty good odds. We got this, guys. We got this. Alright, let's see. I mean, we can move our bed here. If we can get a bed. Wait, if we can find a village. Either way, though. Thank you, thank you. I mean, if we die, we have to come back here. Like, it's no question. Because we have a Fortune 3 on us. Was it a great idea to bring the Fortune 3 to go excavating for caves? Probably not. But I didn't think I'd be swimming to a new island either. Oh, I thought that was a random gold block. I was going to be so excited. Oh, frick no. It goes that way sometimes, so true. Get Fortune 3 back no matter what. True. Look, we only need 3.5 more stacks of gold blocks. And 4.5 stacks of diamond blocks. We're getting there. Getting there at a moderate speed. Okay, it's raining. Ooh, melons! Let's get some wood. So we can get more sticks. Got it. Because no netherite. True. That is so true. Less lava equals less deaths. It's just a fact. Okay. We found fancy frogs, though, that apparently we can breed and have as a pet. So we're going to work on that at some point. Apparently they require to eat baby magma cubes. No, they're required to eat baby magma cubes to make a light. Or something like that. Semantics. I'm sure it's not important. I'm sure that very precise facts of how to do something are not important. Okay. Okay. Where's my armor at? You can breed them with slime balls. Okay. You don't think I can have them as a pet? Okay. I need cocoa beans to make cookies, right? They won't voluntarily be your pet. Hey, I made slimes my pet, and then put them in a little enclosure. And put a name tag on them, and then just never interacted with them because they would kill me. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, I thought there was something hitting me. I'm trying to get to the top to see what the frick's going on. Up we go. Okay. More melons? That's a lot of melons. That is a lot of melons. Alright, and that's where the mangrove area is. More melons. Adventure today? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been working on the numbers I sent in the chat in the Discord. That's the row numbers I still need to clear in my underground mining base for diamonds. So that's the last row that's been cleared. So there's still a bunch of rows I need to do for that. But frankly, I was bored. I want more gold. We're not getting the amount of gold we need from these rows. Like, it may be much more terrifying to go out and do adventure, but it's a lot more fun than sitting. It's a lot more fun than just mining into 2 blocks continuously, row after row after row, which is something I don't mind doing off stream, which I've been doing. But like on, nah, that's just a bit too boring, unless I have like some really good stories. And since we didn't do D&D today because, you know, Thanksgiving weekend, I do not have good stories. Yeah, you know, it probably also doesn't help that the strip mines aren't at gold level. That's true. That, you know, yeah, that's a fair point. Okay. Are we out? I'm almost out. Parrot! 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 You should have brought your diamond pickaxe. I know, right? What do the parrots eat again? It's not cocoa. Doesn't cookies kill them or injure them? What do they eat? Is it watermelon? Is it melons? Oh, you frickin' baby. Bird, burp, burp, burp. Bird, come back. Come back! Oh, there's another one. Parrots eat seeds. Okay. Well, now that you mention it, that makes sense. Okay, that makes some sense, yeah. I am not going down there. They eat seeds, not melons. But they probably will eat watermelon seeds. Go eat. Yeah. Connection is so bad. We're also dropping frames, so it might not be a you issue. Well, it might not just be a you issue. Ow. Okay. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Nope. Buzz off. I'm just chilling. Leave me alone. Sheep. Okay, so either we keep running in hopes we find a village, or we murder a sheep. Now better? We'll find a village, right? Murder sheep, you think so? Holy yeah, we murder the sheep. That is to do. Well, that'd be cool if you want to put it in the Discord. Look at all the problems murder solves. True. How many do I need for bed? I don't normally make beds. I normally steal them from villagers. Oh! I didn't know that was in here. That's huge. We can make a pet bed? Yes, I didn't know that. My cat will now have a bed. In a DM? Yeah, sure. If you just want to send it via Discord DM, that's fine. I don't typically don't interact much with private messages from viewers, but I am curious to see what you got. I will tend to like to keep it in the Discord, but I get why you wouldn't in this case. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, Zod, if you want to do that. We need one more sheep. We need another sheep. Hey, Tub, we found a giant hole in mangroves with frogs, and this is definitely going to kill me. So we're trying to make a bed. But I need another... We also brought our Fortune 3 pickaxe because we're geniuses. So this couldn't possibly go badly, but we do need another sheep pretty frickin' badly. Nothing could go wrong. Exactly. That's why we need the bed, because nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was an easy misclick. Autocorrect gets that all the time. Sheep. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay, where's the giant hole? I'm gonna run directly into it, guys. I'm going to run directly into the giant hole. I think this is the way I came from. I'm so bad at directions. Look for a piece of stone that doesn't belong there. That's where we have the hidden base. It's really well hidden. Okay, there's the hole. Found it. Alright, it seems like we might be here a while, guys, so we're gonna mine out our area. Granted, the base will probably move further down eventually, but for now, this will work. Bed. What am I missing? Oh. Can I sleep on the couch, guys? Where the frick's the normal bed? If I had to guess how to make a bed, I would think... Yes! I'm a genius. 3D model of Skyrim's toe tonight? Skyrim Giant's toe. Why just the toe? I mean, Tabitha approves, but... Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's not showing... Oh, wait. Oh, because that's in walls. Oh, if I just come over here, I would have seen it. So I can put it on my telescopic paintball. Okay, I'm glad you said that, Zod. I would have been very confused if you hadn't mentioned that. That clears everything up. Not a Skyrim person over there. That's not person. Alright, we're gonna clear out this. Must be square-ish. There we go, that's close enough. Okay, let's put some torches in there. It's over here in case we die. I mean, probably when we die, but in case we die, if we're being hopeful. Go. I'm thinking. Out of the nets that line our sorters. Interesting. Okay, what was I gonna do? We got 15 stick. So let's make some more. No, we got one too many. There we go. You almost just see a shadow. Hold, please. Holding. Where is the one I make for door? Or... what number in line am I, Zod? Typically they'll tell you, like, the approximate wait time. That seems sturdy. There you go, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. What? Oh, fudge off! Oh wait, that wouldn't work. Eh. I'm gonna make a door. I'm gonna make a door. Where'd it go? That was good. We did not end up traveling, sadly, because I still had a cold, and Mom got the flu for me, so it just didn't end up happening. But we had a fun time at home, so that was nice. Nice and relaxing. How about you? Place. Thank you. Frick, was that so difficult? Family and laughed aloud. That's always good. One sec. Got it. We gotta fix the... Yeah, just a small Thanksgiving with the dogs. Exactly. Yeah, hope all you guys went well. Okay. Oh, nope, I closed the door. This is not a family. This is not a user-friendly door. This door is not user-friendly. I have 3 doors. Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah. There we go. Guys, this is also just... This door sucks, okay? This door freaking sucks. Just give me a normal door. There we go. Bamboo lab printer? No, 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 no. No bamboo. No bamboo. Absolutely no bamboo. Okay. Cat. Verb. How much wood I got? We got no wood. Okay. Alright, we need some more wood. And we need it for sticks. Okay. Got it. Down we go. Now... Oh, we did have more stuff for wood. Ah, whatever's fine. I would love to know how you thought your PC was haunted. I choose story 1. Right now we're just getting prepped to go down into the abyss. That will probably kill us, but it might not kill us because we might be good at the game. Is it likely? No, but it's possible. Oh, I didn't realize I took that off. That's kind of important. I really feel like we need a new shield pretty soon, if I can be honest. Alright, we're gonna head out. We're gonna see how this goes. Guys, this seems safe, right? Why does this look like a boss arena? Why does this look like a boss arena, guys? This looks like a boss arena. One sec, let me get to a protected spot. The cache wouldn't clear on its own as it kept showing the video I turned off or deleted. Yep. Earlier today, I think my touchpad wasn't working because the cursor was just flinging around. I turned off the computer on the off chance that someone had hacked my computer and for some reason, instead of stealing my information, was just playing a prank on me. But also because to see if, you know, resetting it fixed whatever is wrong with the touchpad. It did appear to fix it. As a witch. This goes so deep, but it doesn't even seem to go anywhere. It's just a giant hole. Frick, it looks like the one my friend's trying to make. Tub. Bad. Okay. Oh, I do have gravel. Okay. Okay, well, we can't. Down. Amazing. Look, to people without dirty minds, the phrasing was fine. I'm not sure it's a me problem. Okay, we're still in the positives. That's unacceptable. Oh, freaking baby! Like a lot of good food. Okay. Buzz off, I'm busy. Just to make sure the baby can't reach. Just to bully the baby. I was actually just thinking about this the other day, as I was looking up, like, slang by generation. And I was like, half the words, and I'm like, what words do I say a lot other than the fake curse words? I was actually wondering this the other day. No, sorry, not words. What phrases? They can't just be a single word, because if we do that, it's going to be the curse words. Like, it's going to be the curse words. It has to be phrases. Hey guys, how about you leave me alone? Alright, let's see some. Some of that. Nope, don't kill me, please. My key is good. Minus bleep, 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 bleep. I feel like how about you just don't is probably up there. I feel like some version of where the heck am I? Where the frick are we type deal? Was some version of that definitely makes the top 5. Okay. Hi, buddy. Spoon! You know, Spoon probably actually is pretty high up there. Spoon probably is pretty high, actually. Ah, but you're right, that's a word, not a phrase. That's true. That is a word. But as far as words go that aren't the fake cursed words, that one would definitely be up there. Okay. Copy of that. Buzz off. Let me in! I feel like let me in and let me out. I feel like let me out has probably been used more this year because of Minecraft. I think let me out has probably been used more than let me in. Between that and getting lost in, like, the Fallout games. Yeah. But let me in might also still make top 5. Oh, fudge off. For which I haven't been here. It's been... I mean, there was a lot more let me in for, like, Tomb Raider, which we still need to continue playing. Okay, actually, no. Okay, I could see let me out, then let me in, then maybe how about then actually no, top one's gotta be where the frick am I? It has to be some version of being lost. Put in the background. Yeah. I just get into moods where I want to play them. Not in the mood to play it, I'm not gonna play it. If I can't bring the right energy to it, I'm probably not gonna play it. Fudge off. Some version of being lost is too broad. Okay, if we're gonna go like with specific, does 2 words count as a phrase? Probably, right? Because I feel like fudge off would be really high up there. But those would just be along with the curses. You know, I'm sure we'll get lost. And when that happens, we gotta think about what words I use. I got another sword. I was gonna say, you have been here, like, all of 25. You just weren't here for 24. Until, like, October. Not until Subnautica. Okay. How about... Alright. Oh, he's on fire. Perfect. Is that a hole? Is that a hole? Is that a hole? Hole? I can check. You joined December 11th. 24. Okay. Where the frick? Is that a hole? Actually, Tub, I unironically think that actually is in it. I think that's in the top 5. That probably really legitimately is. I think it is. I think it is. Oh wait, that was just where I went down. That was just where I made a big drop. It's not a hole. Oh, that might be. This is a giant hole. This is, yeah. This looks like the one my friend's been trying to make. That he, like, mined out himself. I should have just told him to go, like, 600 blocks into a different direction. He would have found this. How about... No. December 11th. Saturday. Nice. Yes, almost been a full year. Alright. I'm going down. Guys, you're telling me there's nothing at the center of this? I call BS. That's interesting. You guys can't tell me that there's a giant hole with, like, a perfectly symmetrical interior. That there's not going to be something further in it. You just pot. Oh! Holy frick, I was right! I'm a genius! P4G? Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Let me, definitely, probably in this game spoiler tab, let me know how you're doing on it. $7. Oh, frick, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Guys, we found a mine shaft. I should probably eat. But to be fair, Persona 3 only released in 2024. I played P4 in like 21, and I think it's been on there since like 2019. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we're fine. It's okay, it's fine. We're fine, we're fine. It's okay, we're fine. Yeah, I mean, the game's been out a lot longer than that, but I think the game might have released in like 2011. But it's been on Steam for a while longer. The Persona Reload didn't come out till 24. The Reload version didn't come out until 24. There's an older version that was not a remake. You know, the original version, along with a couple other versions. The most modern version didn't come out till 24. They're working on a more modern version of P4, but it's gonna be $60 on release. So get the $7 one. That's already a great version of the game. Especially if you don't know what the changes are gonna be. Like, they ain't gonna go cheap on their remake. They're gonna be like, look, we changed so much, guys. It's like, Fudgers, stop making remakes and give me Persona 6. Going to Riot? I know, right? I feel like that exact same way. Nope, buzz off. Oh my god. Can make Makoto dating. Buy The Witcher 3 for $4. What? Really? I've heard pretty good things about The Witcher. Never played it though. Alright guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mine our way to the top, go to grab our bed, and we're gonna move it down here. This is clearly a big cave system. Or frick, we don't even necessarily need to move it down here. We just need to make a tunnel back to the cave. To our bed. So many adult scenes. Just what Wolf wants. That's not why I want to get it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you have to play them chronologically? Do you have to go from 1 to... Oh, fudge you. You can jump into 3. Okay. Is it like an RPG? Like, what kind of game is it? Applied funds make it free. Nice. I was gonna grab a door, but I put them all in the frickin'... I put them all in the chest. Sadness. You know, I don't like how they're looking at me. Tell me who you date. Well, there are a lot of options. In-depth combat. What the frick? Like fancy moves, or like AABBCC, or like you gotta break and then you can tap, then you can topple, and then you can dizzy like Xenoblade. Oh, and yeah, you're 100% gonna have to keep me up to date, Tub, on 4, and I need to know who you date as well. How many people can you date? Oh, well, I didn't know you were into that. At once or total? The other had a grudge against you? Well, what'd you do? Was the grudge deserving? -696, -8, 1354. Okay. Damn, blaming. Dang. I mean, I could understand being upset. But if you truly had amnesia, like, you made him fall in love with you once, you gotta do it again. Like, you don't get a free pass just because you've done it before. If I don't remember it, it hasn't happened. -696, -8, 1354. Okay, there we go. There we go. -696. That's not it. Oh, I need to go that way. Well, okay, yeah, but we need to turn around. Interesting. No, there's a hole in the toe. Okay, fine, we'll fix this. I would like to just leave it, but we need to make sure it's actually walkable. Back up. Grr. Should probably be placing torches too. I can stab at the appreciate the toe now. So true. The only hole should be where the bone was connected. Oh, then that should be a nice clean cut. Well, speaking of which, when I went into the kitchen the other day in the D&D, not only did I steal some food so that we had enough rations for us to take a full rest, but I also grabbed a knife and it renamed it my toe knife. So now I have a dagger, and it is named toe knife. So I have a Shimtar and a dagger that is named toe knife. That will be used for the precision toe cutting that we must do in our daily work. Thank you. In addition, we got some more lore that I forgot to mention on the most recent update. One, the city is in layers of circles going out. So like the center is 1, then you have another layer and it's 2, all the way through 8. Toe knife or not toe knife? That is the question. That's so bad. So yeah, it's a bunch of circles, and apparently we're in the 8th one, so we're at the very end of the. We're at the very edge of the city, where the wall is that separates it from the outside. So, apparently on the outside is where the really poor, the like agricultural people live. So we're like near like the guard gate, and apparently the city's defenses went up. So now nobody can leave and nobody can enter. Which is just an interesting thing, because is it to keep us out, or is it to keep us in, or is it to keep others out? And like, who authorized that? At what point in the zombie apocalypse do you authorize it to make sure that nobody can leave or enter? So I want to go by the guard station and see if I can get more info, which I think we'll try and do at some point. And then there's a library, and I think the 5th circle. And there's another wall. Clock my lunch and eat soup. Nice. There's another wall that's apparently the 4th layer has a wall to protect it from like it was the inner city. And so I'm wondering if maybe when the apocalypse broke out, maybe the gates on the outside one are also connected to the inside one. So when they when they saw that there was a zombie apocalypse and they put up the gates for the 4th district, that maybe also put up the city defenses for the 8th district. Maybe both gates are controlled by the same one. But I don't know. There's just an interesting thing that the city's defenses are up, which means someone had to have done that and or be keeping it that way. And what intent was behind that. Okay. But Stabitha really wants to just try and like fly over the wall and see what's going on. See if the zombie apocalypse is spread elsewhere. -696. Okay. Got it. Got it. The Sabbath can fly. Well, he has a pretty good counter to it, which is anti-aircraft missiles. If you fly too high from the city's defenses, will snap you down. So I'm pretty sure like he allows me to go like 2 stories. I think one time I flew like 4, but I rolled pretty good for that. Because he never really specified how many stories up it was. And I was like, can I just fly up there? And they're like, if you can climb up there, you can probably fly up there. He said, but any higher and you would be shot down by the missiles. Which this is also in like an ancient time. So like there are no missiles. So I guess a cannon was going to shoot me out of the sky. Unclear. The technology seems to be getting a bit mixed up. Fly too high? Well, missile time. Yeah. Limited them in combat. See, in combat, I don't really use it. What I really, like, the most I use it in combat isn't, like, go up and fly up 3 stories and then just hang out there. I flew up to the top of a mausoleum and hid when there were like a dozen zombies. But other than that, and then flying up to the window that someone else had climbed into, I don't typically use it. I typically just fly around in my box. Let's do the Mikey attack. See, my dog is a spirit doggo, and so it currently doesn't have the ability to attack. Although I can make it seem like it's attacking. -696. Oh, we're too low. Actually, no, this is perfect. Super jump? Nice. I have hidden a tree once, but I was taking pot shots from the tree, so it's not like I was just hanging out in the tree and doing nothing. Like, I got a bow and arrow now. I can go take the sniper position. Okay. Back up here. All right. Post give chat energy. True. I just love that I saved my friend from getting crit murdered by breaking the glass in the mausoleum to sneak myself in, and then proceeding to cast an illusion spell of me being outside and drawing the attention of the zombie that was going to attack my friend. And then it actually drew its attention and it attacked me because I was incorporeal, because I wasn't really out there. It just went right through me on a crit. That would have done, which means it was like a nat, yeah, it was a nat 20, which means that it was already going to be double the damage. Big brain power. I know. I was like, guys, know what? I may not be out there physically fighting with you guys, but I am doing my part from inside the safety of this mausoleum. After I hit on the top like a gargoyle with a box, because there were freaking like 15 enemies and we were surrounded, and I was like, frick this. Like, I ain't gonna do much good if I'm dead on the ground. I gotta take the high ground. So I pretended to be a gargoyle, but it's just in the corner of the mausoleum. Then I was like, you know what? I actually want to go inside and see if they'll help, and they didn't help. They didn't help, but I was able to help with magic. Which is funny, since my character got kicked out of the fairy realm for refusing to use magic because she just loves stabbing. Not refusing, for not being adept at learning magic because she just wanted to stab things. So she's actually learning more magic now, and now she can read magic books. My character is very smart. She just likes to stab. -696. 1354. Wrong way. $13.54. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're also 2 blocks below where our spot's supposed to be. So that should hopefully help us just yoink and leave without actually being in danger. With that being said, big, was it Tim? Whatever his freaking name was not stopped by me hiding in a tree because he was so big that he was able to stab straight through my friend and into me in the tree. Because the DM accidentally made the dude super long. And it was really funny. So we're just like, yeah, no, keep it that way. So he like upped the stats of him because, you know, it's a giant skeleton. That's like 10 times the size the one it's supposed to be. Which also meant that its sword had 10 times the reach. The proportions got off. So instead of just a normal sized skeleton, it ended up being like a skeleton that had taken what's the thinning pill? You guys know what I mean. Ozempic. Like a skeleton that had taken like Ozempic, but didn't need it. In addition to also the proportions were out of length the other way, and it was super large. It was super tall. It was really freaking funny. And we're like, no, send it. This is too funny. It made it a much more difficult fight, but it was very funny. I don't remember what his actual name was. It's in a previous VOD when I talked about it. Guys, I found out that the AI things for videos actually do a pretty good job of rehashing what I've done in D&D. What's been done in D&D so far. I'm thinking about just going through and asking what happened in D&D for each of the D&D update ones, and then just sending that as a summary to the D&D chat, and being like, let's see what the AI got wrong, or let's see how the AI interpreted my descriptions of what was happening in the D&D campaign. Okay. $696-1354. Like, look, if it's there, you might as well see if you can get something semi-useful out of it. I was trying to use it to get my death spots in games, and apparently if I don't say that I have a death spot, it doesn't get it. So sadly, it might not be useful for me to try and use it to get the timestamps for all my deaths in the Nether. Sadly. I was really hopeful. Maybe for a few of them, but it won't get them all. Looks like I'm gonna have to do work for the Glowstone Incorporated final year report of earnings. Okay, alright, we're gonna do it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't use it for like any of my actual creative stuff. But like, if it could give me timestamps and actually save me time just of looking, that would be great. But no, it has to be in the transcript. Like, come on. If you're just gonna stick around, be useful. Give me timestamps. But yeah, I never actually use it for any of my actual creative stuff. I know someone mentioned before, like, hey, why don't you just do it for the pixel art? Because that's no fun. Like, I enjoy suffering and trying to make normal game like posters and photos into like a 10 by 10 pixel form that they're not meant to be in by my own skill and or lack thereof. Does it take more time? Yes. But like, frick, I'm not gonna use it for frickin' art. think I've only ever used it once, and it was to help come up with a title for the raft challenge video. Because I couldn't freaking think of anything. And even that, I was like, oh, they gave me one word that I used. So I was like, oh, okay, that could work, but the rest of your words suck. But yeah, no. Stay out of the arts. Okay. Mud. Okay, so we have... Where's my... Oh, did my frickin'... Oh, I think it broke. Yeah, I think it broke. Okay, well, we can't... Oh, gold, 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 gold. One sec. Look, guys, I never get distracted, but gold. Oh. Oh. Gold! I need gold. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Gold! See, but it's still a single word. It's not a phrase. That's the thing. There's so many words that would be it if we were just doing a single word. Ooh, gold probably is probably up there as well, though. If we're counting a two-word phrase, ooh, gold probably would be up there. Never to quite the detriment of the follower alert type of obliviousness with seeing the gold, but we have had many a ooh gold instance that have not actually led to my immediate demise. Okay. Oh, Tom, you said you've played a P5 Royal. I'm curious. Which character would you say would you say I most like? I know my answer. And then I only know one other person who has played the game. That's a good question. But frankly, the answer that was given was simply because of like two facts. And I'm like, that's not related to personality. That's all. Yeah, I'm curious as to your thought. Fair. I will say, my personality on stream is pretty much exactly like what it is in real life, except I'm a bit more quiet. I'm more quiet in situations where I don't know people than I am on stream. Yes, main characters. Okay. Alright, so what do we need? We need shield. That's what I was gonna get. Forgot what I was gonna get. There we go. Don't hate me. No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna say it. Mother fudger! Why does everyone say Futaba? I mean, she is quiet. That's true. That's true. The only other person I know who played that game and has glasses. See, that's the thing, is they were both of them were picked because of physical attributes. My ex picked Futaba because short. Because short and sits like this. He said Futaba fits like this. Sits like this, which she does. We try again. Okay. So if we're talking physical attributes, yes. And like mannerisms, I could see Futaba. But personality-wise, Makoto. Both the sense of like evidence-based, I need to do this, I need to know this. That's a stupid way to do that. No, Makoto and I have the same personality type. I've always been like, yeah, yeah. Like, I'm a very factual person. I'm just very chaotic when it comes to games. Prove it. I need evidence. I mean, that's what I did when I went to jury duty, and they're like, guys, just trust us. The exact amount that you need in here to convict is on here. No, the frick it ain't. Just trust me, bro, is not a valid defense. Okay. Let's see. I'm also a very logical person when I am not being chaotic. Like, someone will say something, and I will literally be like, source? Source? And is it Facebook? Makoto? Yeah. Like I said, it's not like an exact, like, thing. I'm just saying, she has the same personality type and the same, like, evidence. Stern. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys don't see that part typically on stream. You guys don't typically see that. Unless someone comes in and is, like, being super rude. There's only been a couple times where I've pulled out the... Don't look at your decision with another. There's been a few times on stream that people have said some stuff that I've been like, no. I said not to do that, and I will ban you. But it's very uncommon because we typically have a pretty cool community here who respects boundaries and stuff. So yeah, it normally doesn't come across in a stream. But I am a very, like, factual, no-nonsense person when it comes to just daily decisions and stuff that aren't in games. Lots of choices. You have, because one of them was Blueprints. One of them was Blueprints. Was probably the most obvious one. Cosplaying as Makoto. You know, I have always loved her hair. I always wanted to do that braid up top. I wonder if my hair's long enough to do that yet. The problem is that like there's not actually a hair because you'd have to. It would be like bunched up in the side if you actually try to do like a braid like cross like that. Typically, it's just like a headband braid. Had red eyes. I know, right? Vampire Makoto. You being stern because there's plenty of times you being logical. True. Typically, in non-creative games, logic kind of goes out the window when I open up a creative game because it can. Dang. Naropa. Let me screenshot that. Look at Minecraft. Look at Fallout. It's a murder mystery game. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Oh, just so you know, Tub, there is a mystery in 4. And I know you won't understand this yet, but do 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 do. You're welcome. It'll get stuck in your head. Okay, let's see. See, I'm a very logical person, but at the same time, I can still be incredibly oblivious. But my oblivious skills are absolutely much higher in games than they are in real life. Is mystery related to that sound in Fallout? No, 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 not Fallout. Persona. It's related to the sarsaparilla god. Oh, murder. Okay, that actually sounds really cool. I will look into it. That actually does sound something like I would really like. Oh, frickin' baby. Gold? No. Potato! Okay. Guys, I think I might have found where I was. I might have found where I was. True. There was an Ace Attorney case with something similar to that. Okay. 4 years ago? What's the punishment if you're 12? No. Three years juvenile detention? Well, hope you're doing better. Oh, frick off. Alright, let's see. I see the voices. Where the frick were we? We were in the middle of... Frick. I'm lost now. Okay, okay, here we are. Alright. Alright, guys, we got this entire area. Okay, but this still doesn't lead us... This still doesn't lead us directly back to the sky, which is where we need to go. Without dying, ideally. Okay. Up there, up there. Perfect. Mikey mode reset. Mikey has been resetted. Oreo, what are you whining about? See how your brain works? No, I'm adding it to the list. This sounds like it. I will look it up. Probably not tonight, but I will look it up and add it to the list. Because it actually sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I enjoy games like Ace Attorney and that style stuff. Preferably with less anime, but it could be anime, it's fine. Like, Xenoblade is my favorite series, so like... Never watched the anime. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I have never actually watched anime. The most... That actually happened, not actually doing drugs, but the, we had a Girl Scout day where we were reading about heroines. And so someone said, guys, what's a... Can someone read what the word is and then give a definition? I said heroin, a drug. And, like, it was a... Because I was one of the oldest ones in the Girl Scouts. It was, like, junior year of high school. And they're like, there are children here. And I'm like, oh, it's spelled pretty much the exact... Oh. Whoops. My bad. The magical world of English, I know, right? Probably shouldn't say that in front of kids. I didn't even mean... That's just... This could be like the Flash. I don't think the taser is quite the equivalent of lightning. I don't think it has quite the same voltage. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know the voltage of a taser. Oh, frick. Okay. Okay, fine. I guess we'll turn. And go up. You mean panic? Oh, because some people pronounce heroines like heroin.
Ooh, gold.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Crafty Drew. I appreciate it. But some people pronounce heroines like heroin, and that's how they said it. They said, "Guys, what is a heroin?" And I said a drug. It wasn't like they said heroin and pronounced it, you know, with more emphasis. They pronounced it the way that you'd pronounce the drug. And that is why I responded the way I did. To which they're like, oh, how could you? Lighting has lots of power squared. Taser can live. Lighting's a low chance. That's true. Killing the toilets. I've ultra killed the toilet on occasion. Typically after Taco Bell. Not really, but I know many people who have had that. Alright, let's see. Got the game. You've never actually had Taco Bell? I typically only get it when I'm like really hungry and it's late. I didn't actually do anything to the toilet. It was just a joke. It was a joke of how people joke around about Taco Bell. About the game? What? I'm not quite sure what game you're referring to, Crafty. Okay, where the frick is my house? The frick is my house? Recently learning. Nope, 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 spider. Oh, you know, that's a very unique way for your glasses to fall off. No wonder he needed a treadmill. True. Hey, they're trying. They're working to better themselves. Don't insult someone while they're trying to better themselves. Where's the mangroves? Guys, does anyone see the giant hole? Where the frick is the giant hole? Be like, no, it's haunted. No. We're chronically lost here. So true. So true. We're never not chronically lost. Okay. Let me actually pull up the stream. So I can see what the coordinates of the house are. Let's see. Not you. Not that. No, not clip. I'm not trying to clip anything. Discard clip. Negative 613, 69, 13, 24. 642, 63. You know? That's super close. That's real close. Let's see. And now I actually skipped. There we go. No, no, go back. Wait, fudge. Is there a dude? No, 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 no. We're gonna. Yeah, there we go. That was not a safe spot to do that. Right. Negative 613, 69, 13, 25. 13, 25. No, I have it paused on the stream on the coordinates. Okay. Ah, freaking water. Bruh. $613. Is that no? No. This is on a realm with my friends. We are currently trying to build the pyramids, which requires us to have 9.5 gold stacks of gold blocks, and 6.5 stacks of diamond blocks. And then I'll probably defeat the Enderman with my friends when they get back on. But this is for pyramids that we're making because reasons, I guess. Okay, so I need to go. I would show, but we are actually pretty freaking far away. Day 7 of your realm. Nice. Day 7. You went day 871, and most of them have been mining. Okay, we're gonna go this way. I've only ever fought the Ender Dragon once. Actually, I've probably fought it several times. I've only ever beat the Ender Dragon once. Pyramids are better. The pyramids are better. This is true. These are just facts. You have one with your brother? You have one what? Rock, paper, scissors? Would you win? Oh, you beat the Ender Dragon. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, frick, I'm almost dead. Melons? Alright. Thank you for the, resub with Prime for 8 months, Tub. I appreciate it. I'm always trying to figure out how best to say it, because, like, it's like, oh, yeah, thank you for the sub for 8 months that you've had for 12 months that you've had for 8 months? Like, how do you word it if someone does a multi-month one? But you also want to say how long they've already been subbed. Say thanks to sub. Thanks for the sub. True. That is true. That is technically true. But I do also want to give recognition. A sub from the Tub. Okay, actually, I love that. That's amazing. I need to wait. Frick, Falcon subbed for a year, which means I'm gonna need to get. I'm now imagining the sub emote, not the sub emote, the sub badge, but in a tub. Is now the visual I have in my head. I don't have any way to personalize it, to give Tub a sub in a tub, but that is what I will be visualizing anytime Tub subs. It'll be the giant subfish in a tub. Okay. Let's see. What are we looking for? We're looking for -613. Such cheesy jokes. I used to be super ticklish, and then I grew out of it, except for my feet. Now, as I go and get a pedicure, I'm just like, which doesn't happen often because money, and I don't enjoy people touching my feet, which I feel like is enough of a reason. Oh my gosh. Size your most ticklish spot. That's where I used to be super ticklish. At all. Yeah. Like, I only do it, like, if there's, like, a wedding or something. They're just like, hey, do you want to go get a pedicure for funsies? No, take me to the freaking movie. No, I don't want to get a freaking pedicure and have people touch me. No. It finally rained 3 years later. Pretty much. So you actually broke it? Did you go to the doctor for that? I know that you said that it hurt, and that you thought you broke it. Like, did you get it set? Stubbed it so hard that it broke. Ooh, I once stabbed my toe on the side of a metal door jamb, and they went and double checked that I had my tetanus shot. Okay, 613, 69, 13, 25. See it on the x-ray. So what do they do for that? They bandage it? Did you have a boot? I've never broken any bones. I had shin splints in one leg from cross country in high school. $13.25. Says fine, just to be careful. Got it. $13.25. Alright. And this should get us a path directly down. Ooh! Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Yeah, let's start going up. Assuming you're not hypermobile, yeah, that's a no. Okay. Did it crack 3 times? Dang. That would have sucked. How are you supposed to give people the middle finger? Like, it's my most common non-verbal response to my friends. Yeah. I don't think hanging out with kids does not that. I see the joke, but hanging out with kids does not mean that. Oh wait, unless you're talking about a person in a relationship. Let's try and steer clear of that topic. Even as just jokes, but yeah. Go back to yo mama jokes or whatever the frick it was. Alright, let's just or humor jokes. I mean, you can be both. Right into the tree. George, the jungle, watch out for that tree. Okay, we need 1325. We passed it. Bruh. Where the frick's the house? There's the house. House. Okay, house. Torch. Perfect. Like, just dig right into the house like a normal person. See, I'm glad you guys understand. It's just how things are done. It's just normal. Oh, frick off! Paging Dr. House. Dr. House? It was really funny when I accidentally called, the house dude in New Vegas Dr. House, and like, that's not what its name is. What do none of you have? Hand me the door. You bought your door at... I'm trying to think. Where'd you buy doors? Home Depot? Lowe's? Online? Block as a door. Nice. Did it work? Did it work well? I feel like you still have to add hinges and stuff. Okay. Nuance. Dang, what was the channel? Goodbye! And this is why we have walls. Alright. Let's go here, block that off. Gotta make sure we're nice and safe. Okay. Got it. Alright, let's do... It didn't fill the doorway, so you could just reach over and undo the lock. That's so funny. That's like the door I had earlier with the big barn door that just didn't fit. Nope. No, 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 no. Oh, frick you. Oh, fudge off. Anything over here? What we got? Anything interesting? No? Okay. Alright, what are we doing? More melons. Okay, there's water directly above that one, I think. It's just a wooden block. This sounds like a genius designing decision, if I can be honest. I don't think I could have come up with a better one. That sounds like a beautiful door. Especially if it was connected via hinges. Oh! Gold! No, gimme, gimme. Mine, 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 mine. Okay, in there. Pushing you over. Pushing you over the door because it didn't reach the ceiling. I was like, pushing you over. What does that have to do with the door? How, you have to mean it over the door. Oh my gosh. Holy frick. Holy crud. Ooh, gold. What? 3-foot cap? Wait, at that point, how much door was there? Or was this like a giant... Was this like a giant door frame? I feel like if you're missing 3 feet in a door frame of door, then you only have like 2 feet of door. I feel like you're missing the majority of the door if there's that much of a gap in a normal door frame. You know, that would in fact, yeah. Nothing is going to knock me off into the frickin' lava. I won't have it. It was just a square. It was a square block. Oh gosh, that's so bad. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see. Top door of the week, I say. Alright, we got gold. Let's... There. Perfect. Got it. Anything over here? And I'm almost out of pickaxe again. I was like, wow, we're going fast. But that was because I was using the wrong pickaxe. Okay. Oh, frick off. Can you not? Like 3/4 of a foot away. Would you know, that's a rude question. That's a rude question. I'm not gonna ask that. Did he have... Was he spicy brained? Out of curiosity? Did he have a mental disability? I just can't see how it's possible for someone to think that that is a valid door. And you don't have to answer. Not like that. He was just okay. That was pretty much what I was asking. He just sounds very unique. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, okay, so he knew it wasn't like a complete door. I was under the impression that he was like, this is perfect. You know, being too lazy to go get an actual door is something I feel. I feel that. I would also be like, we have a door at home. It's okay, he knew. Okay, yeah, never mind. That makes a lot more sense. I was going with them under the impression that they were like, yeah, this is perfect. Which I was kind of having a difficult time wrapping my mind around. That is until the door. Dosing the deer. Child is named Deer. Alright, we'll have a good time skinning the deer. Wait. Thank you for dropping by, Crafty. Hope to see you again. Oh, frick. Will? We spent talking about doors like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes. I feel like we have a couple of viewers who pop in and are just chronic jokesters, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I feel like we have like 2 or 3 viewers who pop in and you just know that it's gonna be dad jokes. Oh, frick. Let's see. No, the door sounds freaking hilarious. And my apologies if I offended you at all. I was just trying to wrap my head around how someone could think that, but knowing that they knew that I wasn't perfect makes a lot more sense. Whenever people start being weird, true. Okay, cool. Just want to double check. But once again, like, we allow weirdness in this chat. We're not weird discriminatory, as long as it stays within realms, and if asked, it doesn't go to like if something's just completely irrelevant and they've been going on for 10 minutes. So like, if we can just steer it near the track, we don't even have to be on the track, just slightly closer to the track. I'll stop it if it's me. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't feel obligated to answer a question if it makes you uncomfortable by any means. Okay. Oh, frick. Favorite color is purple. I like how you didn't state that as a question, but it's a fact. Oh, he's stuck in the weed. He's stuck in the thing. Haha, sucker. Here's my social security number. Okay. Eight 8675309. 8675309. I'm not 8675309. Ah, dang, it's missing 2. I social at the worst times. Yeah. See, I still have Ask you to why I'm the chosen shield. You're a mod. Okay, that's valid. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure have faith in yourself. Look, I'm sure if someone came in here and started yelling slurs that were getting blocked, that you would have the full ability and knowledge to take them out back. I can't think of many other reasons other than maybe consistently insulting that we would just ban somebody. Other than, you know, the self-promo bots. And they'll never come back. And this sounds great without context. I mean, that's actually a really common way to talk about mods banning somebody in chats. That's actually a really common way to refer to it as taking them out back. Why the frick did I not finish eating? Take him out back and he'll never come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. Okay, let's try over here. Okay, I think I've been over here. Cat demanding attention. Well, are you giving it? Oh, give me extra heart. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. He has claimed your hand. It is his hand now. Okay. So bear with me. All good. Diamond! Gold! Die! Hey, can you not? Oh, fudge off. Petocane is a good excuse. Is true. One time my dog actually, I think Heidi actually ate my homework in like 5th grade. They're like, "What happened to your homework?" I'm like, "My dog literally." It's like, "What happened to the corner of your homework?" My dog literally took a bite out of it. That's why you couldn't respond. Your cat was holding a vigil by holding both your hands. She's like, "And tonight." Okay. Buzz off! A school library book. Damn. That would have been a fun one to explain. Okay, there is much ender. That's lava. That's a lot of lava. You explained it to the return box. Return box, listen to me. Can you put a good one in for the library and explain this situation? Can you do me a solid, box? Where the frick was it? Guys, where the there it is. If someone tries to come and kill me over here, I'm gonna be mad. You got called down to explain. No! Me diamonds! No, my diamonds. Do we have any more food? Am I out? No, no, no. It's okay, guys. We got the amazing food called rotten flesh. Okay, we're not gonna go that way right now. That sounds like an easy way for me to die right now. And trust me, I know many easy ways for me to die in this game. Cat is headbutting you? Well, what does Kitty want? Diamond! Attention. Well, you're legally obligated to give attention. And this is still the fat cat. Oh my gosh, that's so much lava. That's a lot of lava. Toasty. Mmm. Much fun. Okay. How the frick do I get back up? I don't remember. Much good toast. Jelly on toast is good breakfast, though. That's true. Very true. Okay. Frick. Which kind of jelly, though? That's a real question we should be asking. Yes. That is the correct answer. Nice. Because we need to figure out where the freaking hole is so I can go back. There's strawberry jelly, yeah. Those are the only ones I know of. Those are the only ones I know of. Okay. Gold. Maybe up here? No. Up here? No. Up here? No. Stay with my grape, yeah. Agreed. Let's see. Oh. Did that give me more than one? No, it only gave me one. That would have been funny if it gave me more than one. Do I have iron over here anyway? I mean, we can mine up this iron and proceed to forget about the other jellies. Understandable. What other jellies? Okay. Fish jelly. No fish. I was thinking like the jelly from like SpongeBob. Would they just make it from jellyfish? I was actually contemplating at one point, trying to make a jellyfish sandwich for one of the sub badges. But I was like, no, that's stupid. And I also couldn't make the jellyfish look realistic while also making it look like jelly. So I was like, we're just gonna go with the giant sub sandwich fish. Okay. First 2 seasons, true. Okay. I think I need to go up there. And you want to see more gold that I've missed. Used to be great. Yeah. Oh, did I get that one? I feel like I got. Yeah, I got. Yeah, I got that. Mine, 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 mine. Very sad. Much sadness. Okay. What do you want up there? That's where I just came from. I am so good at directions. It is insane, guys. My directioning skills. How to be good is peak. Yeah, I think one of my favorites is the one with the school bus. Might you bring back the old SpongeBob? Sure. He says he'll get to work on that right now. That was the one my dad always found super freaking funny. Was the one where the bus just slowly backs up. Not school bus. It's when he's trying to catch a bus. And the bus keeps leaving without him every time he's turned. We used to find it a bit creepy, but I was also like, 10. But yeah, no, now that I think about it, that one's actually really freaking funny. Okay. Hello? Hello? Ow. Slowly taking over, as he should. This area is just so small. Holy frick. It reminds me of work. Yes, the square cube goes in the square hole. Good job. You did it. No, this is Patrick. No, this is Patrick. Okay. Oh, my frick. They've already been here? Okay. I never thought about it in the context of trying to actually explain something to someone. I always took that scene like very literally, like, of course not. This is me. It's like, have you tried turning it off and on again? Did you try using your brain? Oh, fudge off. Receptionist. True. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? Mine. Mine. Mine, 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 mine. But if I knew how to turn it on and off, I wouldn't be calling you. Have you tried pressing the off button? How do you spell that? What? Confusion. I actually once got that phone call from a person when I was doing something, and they said, "Hey, is this?" She said, "Hey, is this Tabitha from Lowe's?" And I said, "No." She said, "Are you sure you're not Tabitha from Lowe's?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm 100% sure I'm not Tabitha from Lowe's." She's like, "Well, do you think you can help me? I can't get my dishwasher to work." I said, I legitimately said, "Have you tried turning it off and on again?" She said, "No, I'll try that." And then she hung up. Well, then I hung up. Forgot about that interaction. Two neighbors arguing over a shell. I just like the, "Are you sure you're not Tabitha from Lowe's?" I'm pretty freaking sure I'm not Tabitha from Lowe's. How sure are you? Like, I don't know, 80%? Okay. I have to track down Tabitha from Lowe's and tell her about the story. True. I should have thought about that, doing that when that happened. Alright, I need to get ready for bed, guys. We need to finish up this area, this section, and get back to the makeshift house. And go to bed. I was like, "No, I've been poisoned." Oh no, it's because I ate raw meat. Or flesh, or whatever it is. Rotten flesh. There you go. That's the word. I mean, true, but this was in high school. This was a couple years ago. This wasn't like recent. Oh, I thought I almost fell in that. Oh. Maybe they still work at Lowe's. You know, that is a great point. I didn't consider that. Tell her, "Hey, you need to call back this lady from 10 years ago because she wanted to know how to fix her dishwasher." Is your dishwasher running? Huh? I never had the number. No, no. Oh, well, you mean from when they called me? No, I don't freaking have it. I do not still have the number. That was a many a phone conversation ago. In many a phones ago. I do have messages all the way back up to 2014, but I don't think it saved my phone number list for that long. Oh my gosh, can't you just leave me the frick alone? Do 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 do. Yeah, they definitely still need help. Okay. Okay. Mine. Wait, there's a second row. Oh, okay, one sec. Okay, let's see. See if there's diamond over here. Probably not, but maybe. Nope. Okay. Right, and this way. What's emitting light over here? Stabitha? You know, maybe subconsciously. I completely forgot about that lady and her name until 10 minutes ago. But yes, was definitely an unconscious inspiration. Nope. Oh, I need that. Give me that. There we go. Okay. Go. Oh, Tabitha live rent free in your head. True. Okay, already did that. Let's go up. Do I have blocks? I should. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey, Mr. Nobody, how are you? Give me one sec. Oh, the second room. We're just gonna cover more. Hello, nobody. SpongeBob in the door. Really redstone. Doing pretty good. We have a base that we need to try and get back to. That is in this other area while we're mining for more stuff. You finished your chest revolving thing? Nice. But I don't remember where my stuff is. So that's a slight hurdle. It's just a small issue with that plan. So it's probably going to end up with us actually just mining our way directly back to the shelter, because our pickaxe is broke. Not our good pickaxe, but the other pickaxe. Lost in the mines like always. So true. If you don't get lost in the mines, what are you even doing? It's almost like you have a compass. Losers. You gotta do it by vibe. Okay, nothing here. Find the original way. Yeah. That's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Except that, our pickaxe is... Well, we do have a stone pickaxe. Oh, nope. I'm feeling the vibe over here. Nope. Over here, over here. Exactly. That's how it goes. That's how we do it. That's how it goes. Alright, wait for that to disappear. Nope. Oh, I'm stuck in a... Okay, anything over here? Diamond? Gold? No. Okay, we already did that. Alright, back up we go. Yeah. We're just gonna finish clearing out this part of the mine. And then we're gonna head back. Already did that. Like, let's be honest here. If we leave this part of the mine, we'll never find it again. I know I know where my skills lie, and it is not in effing directioning. Yeah, so we gotta clear it out now then. There we go. Should probably eat some food. Anything? No. Anything? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, never mind. Eh? No. Okay, never mind. Why is this, like, elevated? Huh. Interesting. Wait. Light? Which? Oh, fudge off. F off. Because we're running out of food. What else am I supposed to eat? Edible stuff? You should prep more food. So true. Okay. Gold! Oh, fudge off. Oh, fudge you. Oh, so much protection, so true. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. What are the coordinates? What are the coordinates? Negative 613, 69, 13, 25. We're not even close. We're not even effing close. I read that it's time to start dying, and I was like, ye of little faith. Diamond! Thank you, that's what I wanted to hear. Oh! Rich Mr. Money, money, money. Okay, we shouldn't be going deeper. But that's never stopped us. You said Mr. Krabs shares his money. Mr. Krabs never shares his money. We're rich. Oh. I understand. Holy frick is lava. Wait, I've been here. Well, that's where we just were. Ah, frick me. You're donating the money to Mikey's pyramids? That's true. I'm sure Mr. Krabs will understand. Oreo! Baba! You're fine! Wait, torches. Wait, torches. Wait. Oreo! Oreo needs attention. Baba! What do you want, Baba? We're back to the mines. We are back to the mines. Give me one sec. Oreo, I'm coming, Baba. I'm coming. Baba, what's wrong? Good night, Bubba. You're not Bubba. You're not Bubba, Mikey. I just now realized I never closed my floor. Nobody judge me. It's organizing my clothes. Three hours and I finally came to respond. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, 613 69 13 25. Let's go up here. They'll probably get even closer, actually. Six, 1, 3. Oreo is not a fan of being tucked in, honestly. He's too fluffy for it. He's too fluffy to be tucked in. I try and tuck him in and he looks at me like, what the frick, and then escapes. Okay, 6. Oreo needs attention and comfortability of human. True. 6, 1, 3, 69, 13, 25. If lava drops on me, I'm gonna be sad. Thirteen, 25. Just don't be sad. Be happy now. It's definitely that easy. Exactly. You're depressed? Try being happy. Depression, happiness, done wrong. Pay $19.99 a month to fix it. Okay. 613 69 13 25. Don't worry. Be happy. Yep, exactly. That easy. Welcoming ghost. Alright, we're just making our way back up from the mines. We have 2 stacks of raw gold and 15 diamonds. We have 5 full stacks of gold blocks. And we need 8.5. And we have 2 stacks of diamond blocks, and we need 6.5. I passed it. Okay, so now going straight up should work, assuming we don't run into lava. Yeah, me too. We're literally heading back to our safe spot, so I can drop stuff off and go to bed. And our safe spot just opened up into a different area. Nope. Oh, fudge off. It is a general saying. That is a general saying. And he used it correctly. Okay. On the stream end sometimes. Hey, happy to have you here. Stream end or not. Wait, what the frick kind of block is that? Is that... Oh, it's... What? Why is it texture look so weird? It's like the ghost is coming in at the end. They know the time is almost up. Or something like that. I don't freaking know. Yeah. Well, if you just have a knack for having a very good attendance record. That's what I would say that your knack is. Like a school? Yeah, I'll give you a gold star. Guys, we were so close to the house. I was so close to landing on it. Alright. Door! Two to 3 years in elementary. Dang, I could never have done that. I was way too sick. That never could have been me. Oh, our helmet broke. It's okay, guys. We got a copper one. Oh, we did have more food. I just put it in there. Because smart. Yes. That's why I do my infusions weekly, is to keep my immune system strong. Because I was sick constantly with pneumonia, sinus infections, respiratory stuff, until they found out what I had and started me doing infusions when I was in 2nd grade. and then moved me from the hospital infusions once a month to doing it at home when I went into middle school because it was taking too much time out of school. And then learned tail end of high school how to do it myself because I was going to have to learn how to do it myself in college. And now I still do it myself, but I still don't look at the needle. I get it nice and set up, got the spot, have the location, and then look away. And then cover it once it's in. I do not look at the needle go in. I do not like needles. Which is funny, but like I would have never been able to do it myself, like in middle school. I had still had way too much anxiety around it, but yeah, I can't look at needles. But I can give myself my infusion, so that's a plus. Yeah, it's four needles into like the fatty areas, so it's into my thighs typically. You'd have to look because your hand would move. Yeah, I've gotten pretty good about not moving it because I will not freaking look. Yeah, I'm used to it though, but it also keeps me well. I used to miss so much school because I would be sick, and once they started me on that, frick, I probably might get sick like once or twice a year after that instead of 5 or 6 times, at least. It was huge. Quality of life, like, look, if it keeps me out of the hospital, and it keeps me out of the hospital and it keeps me from being sick and dying of pneumonia, then I'm happy. Like, taking 3 hours out of my life once a week to do it is so worth it, even if I feel like crud the next day. Like, the quality of life improvements are too great. And I'm just still happy that while uninsured, apparently we've racked up 10 years worth of points to give me free infusions for 13 months, of which I think I have 10 months left. And there's no way I don't find a job by the end of 10 months, so. But yeah, I was gonna cry when I lost my job and thought that I had lost the ability to get my infusions because it meant I was gonna be sick again. And then it turned out that I had, from 10 years of infusions, had racked up 5 years of points. And I kid you not, I cried. I was so happy. Because, like, with like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's kind of necessary. That's the big thing, is I'm trying to find a job that provides me benefits so that I can actually get it. Because if I, like, get the ones for people who are financially challenged, they don't cover it. Like, the ACA doesn't cover. It doesn't cover the infusions. And if I have any sort of insurance, then then I'm no longer eligible to use the points. So if I have like a half-butt insurance that doesn't cover it, I still can't get my infusions. Harder to get a job you can get, exactly. And then I have to bite the bullet on my ADHD meds because I don't have insurance on that because I can't get insurance because if I do, then I don't get my infusion. And I'd rather pay out the wazoo for my ADHD meds as opposed to trying to pay for my infusions, which would be like $3,000 a month uninsured, which is impossible. Yeah. Yeah, no. Like there is a thing to help with the costs, which is how my family's racked up 5 years of points, is from doing basically like a $300 copay and then you pay like 20%. I started GoFundMe. Look, I will have a job by the time I run out of free points. I'm planning on just gonna go and try and go out and get a part-time and see. Like, maybe stop looking full-time, just chip in on that. Oh, thank you, Ted. I appreciate it. I don't think it'll come to that. God forbid it did. I would definitely do that, but I don't think it'll come to that. But yeah, needless to say that, the entire purpose of me getting some of the previous job was so that I had insurance when I turned 26, only to be fired the month I turned 26 before I even got to use the insurance. And then was insurance-less trying to figure out how to get my infusions to stay not sick. February was a great month. Actually, it was a great month. It was a great month. Because that was when we did the Doggo Mansion, was after all that stuff went down. Hyper-fixating on things I could control, such as making a giant mansion. Let's see. Not fun. Gotta think of the positives. Alright, let's see how many things we got. But yeah. They did not send me this week's supply of my infusions. They sent it for a month, but with all the holidays and stuff, they weren't gonna get it to me this week. So I'm just gonna call on Monday and try and get it for like Wednesday so I can do it, since I am still recovering from a cold after recovering from the flu. Stay positive and think of the Mikey. True. Because my thing is that it doesn't make me less likely to get sick. It makes me less likely to get sinus infections, like whooping cough, and the big thing is secondary infections, which was a huge thing with COVID and why my family and I did not, why my mom and I did not basically go outside for all of 2020 once COVID hit, was because the big thing, especially with early COVID, was pneumonia. So people dying of severe pneumonia. And that is the exact thing that my body does not create antibodies for, and that I do infusions for. So like when they're like, oh yeah, they're untreated, there's no treatment. It's like, and they're dying of freaking pneumonia with a highly contagious virus. Yeah, we did not step foot outside until we got the vaccine in February. And ever since then, which I should have been doing to begin with, frankly, I wear masks on planes, which I should have been doing to begin with because recirculated air, but 2020 has been interesting. You have no idea. I spent so much time on like Zelda Minecrafts, to D&D with friends. Racked up a lot of hours. Online learning was fun. It was definitely an interesting time. But we got Oreo, the COVID puppy, who made it a lot more bearable because he was just a sweetheart. Let's see. Alright, but yeah, it is time to go the frick to bed. Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk. Yeah, I don't think it'll come to me having to resort to asking for donations by any means. But if it did, I do appreciate the potential support from you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you guys again later, which is tomorrow for New Vegas. Probably around, there's a basketball game, probably around 8 p.m. Eastern time. See you guys then.